What is going on, Bills Mafia? It is Anthony the Sauce God Bamasudo right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Make sure you guys follow, like, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss the live versions of my shows, the Sit Down Buffalo Bills pregame show as well. You never want to miss out on any of the special guests that I have on the show, and I'm excited and honored to announce exclusively right here with myself, the Sauce God, our special guest from Tokyo, Japan, Keita Nakagawa. Konnichiwa, my friend. How are you?
Konnichiwa. Good morning from Tokyo. Good evening for you, Anthony.
And I'll tell you, here in Buffalo, where I'm at, is really nice weather. Perfect. It's great, you know, and it makes me feel like football season, and I love that. What's the weather like in Tokyo, Japan?
Today's weather is a little bit cloudy. Yes. Probably, unfortunately, it will be all rainy day today. But my heart, my passion is always bright, shiny day.
I love that. So joining here with me is Keita Nakagawa, and is known as the Bills Samurai. He's had an incredible story about how he's come over to Buffalo for some games and how he is representing the Bills Mafia fan base in the city of Tokyo, one of the biggest cities in the world. I would love to visit someday, but Keita, tell us a little bit about who you are and just let the people know who Keita Nakagawa is.
I was born and raised in Tokyo, and when I was a college student, I lived in 4 years in Nagoya, which is the third biggest city in Japan. And also, I once lived in Korea due to my job in 2005. Yes, but almost of my life, I live in Tokyo. Yes.
Excellent. So, of course, you're a Buffalo Bills fan. When and how did you become a Bills fan?
Actually, just after our first Super Bowl versus New York Giants in 1991. Yes, from since our first golden era.
It's great that you become a Bills fan and you see them go to 4 Super Bowls in a row. I was born in 1994, so I came at the end of those. But I have another question for you here, buddy. The NFL has expanded to other countries. We've seen them in Europe. We've seen them in Mexico. We've seen them now in South America. How popular is American football in the NFL currently in Japan?
Unfortunately, it is not so popular in Japan. The best popular sports in Japan is baseball and soccer. I think this is my biggest mission to increase NFL fan and of course Bills fan in Japan.
And I think it's really cool what you're doing. If you guys haven't heard the story, he's actually started and gotten a Bills backers bar organized in Tokyo, Japan, first of its kind. I know that you actually sat down and spoke a little bit about it with local news here. Keita, last season you came to Buffalo for your first Bills game. Just tell me what that entire experience was like.
My first experience last year, October, I first made it to a Bills game, and it was also my first experience to visit United States mainland. It has been my long-awaited dream to make it to Buffalo and watching Bills game at the stadium and rooting for our team together with Bills Mafia and sing a shout song together. I was so wonderful, so exciting. Very fortunately, our team was a wonderful victory, 48-20 versus the Miami Dolphins. Very fortunately, I could sing shout songs so many times. Bills Mafia.
Well, because I remember, Keita, that game was one of Josh Allen's best games last year. He had a perfect passer rating, and everybody thought the Miami Dolphins were going to come in and give us a tough time, but you got to experience literally one of the best games you could be at. One of my favorite things about Buffalo, Keita, and being from Buffalo is chicken wings. So I got to ask you, did you try any of the chicken wing places in Western New York on your trip? And did you have any favorite places?
Yes, I enjoyed chicken wings, one of chicken wings many times. Before the game day, I had meet and greet near from the stadium, which name is Prohibition Sports Bar. Yeah, do you know that?
Prohibition is definitely one of the better spots in Western New York. I can definitely see why you're saying that. So yes, and it's right next to the stadium, which is really cool.
Yes, that's right. I could enjoy wonderful chicken wings, and I could meet many Bills Mafia friends. Yes, and they welcomed me so heartwarmingly. And the chicken wings, that was also my first time to have chicken wings, and how delicious it was. Yes. So Prohibition is one of my best favorite place. I cannot the name exactly, but I have another favorite spot at Niagara Falls, yes, which my Bills Mafia friends is the owner. And the three place is my best favorite place to enjoy chicken wings now. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you this much. First off, I am known for loving chicken wings, Keita. In fact, on my pregame show before the Bills play, I actually will usually eat some chicken wings at the very end, and it'll usually be a sauce that I've made myself. So just telling you, if you ever want a sauce recipe, I got you all day. They call me Sauce God for a reason, you know what I'm saying? So I would love to, put you on with that. But the most
Yeah.
wings I've ever eaten, Keita, I want you to take a guess. What amount of chicken wings do you think I've ever eaten at once? The most?
Oh, um, 20?
72.
72.
Yes. I mean,
Oh,
I know it's crazy, but I love chicken wings. Three of my favorite places, just to kind of go hand in hand with yours. So when you come back, you'll know you have to try these. Duff's,
wow. Thank you.
Big Tree Inn,
Yeah.
and if I'm going to give you a third, if you
Yeah.
can, it's called the 911 Tavern, and I'll send you some information after the show as well. We have something in common. You love chicken wings. I love chicken wings, but I also am a big fan of cuisine of your home country, hibachi. Join here with me, ladies and gentlemen, is Bills Samurai Keita Nakagawa from Tokyo, Japan, and an incredible super fan for the Buffalo Bills who is here on the sit down with me, the Sauce God at Buffalo Sauce God. Right now, make sure you guys are following, liked, and subscribed. And do us a favor, hit that like and share. Join us in the comments here as well. So, Keita, how are the chicken wings in Japan?
We have similar dishes, which name is tebasaki, made of chicken, but taste is much different. Yes, I love the Japanese style tebasaki chicken wings also, but buffalo chicken wings is my best favorite. Yes.
Well, hey,
Yes.
you can't get any better wings than you can right here in Western New York. And of course, Buffalo being the home of the original chicken wing. So now, when can we expect you back in Buffalo, and what places and things are you hoping to see or do this time when you come back?
At first, I was thinking of visiting next football season, but if our team made it to Super Bowl, I really thinking of visiting Buffalo again at Super Bowl game day and enjoying Super Bowl at somewhere sports bar in Buffalo and root for our team with Bills Mafia at the sports bar.
And it's not if the Bills make the Super Bowl, it's when. So I love it. Bill Samurai, great stuff so far, man. And I appreciate you so much for coming on. And everybody out there watching, Keita Nakagawa, follow him on Facebook, check him out. He is representing Bills Mafia so incredibly well. The way that I want to say I'm very proud of the way that he represents the Bills Mafia and the way that you have fit in here with our culture here in Buffalo, New York. So happy to have you on here. And then I want you to tell me a little bit now about the Bills Backers Bar that you actually started in Tokyo, and what are game days like there?
It's very exciting. It's always very exciting. As you know, there are time difference between our country and the United States, and our Tokyo time is 13 hours ahead of your Eastern Daylight Time. So day and night time is almost opposite. So we usually play the game on the game day in Tokyo evening time from 7 p.m. Yes, so we have a very important room. If audience watch the game in advance and already knows the score, please keep it secret in the Tokyo Bills Backers. It's the
I
biggest
love that.
deal. Yeah.
Because Keita, it's kind of like back in the day. If you didn't see the game, you had it taped on your VHS, your VCR. You know what I mean? The tapes that they used to have. And your friend Dino is the one that helped you start it off, huh?
Yes, that's right. I and Dino are co-founder of Tokyo Bills Backers, and Dino, who is a Buffalo native, he's a Buffalo native and lives in Tokyo for a long time. And we had same dream. We want to root for our team in Tokyo with with Bills Mafia in Tokyo and want to sing shout song together. But there are no Bills Backers bar. But one day, idea came to me. How about starting a Bills Backers bar in Tokyo? So Dino has the same idea. And one day, I met with Dino and become friends as the first day. And we met at the Rising Sun, which is now used as Tokyo Biz Backers. And the atmosphere is very wonderful. It's originally British-style bar who started the business since 1974. So
Wow.
it's about half century when Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight champion. The space, the Rising Sun, is very wonderful space and heartwarming place and very small and beautiful heartwarming spot. So the idea was saying, both Dino and I, this is a wonderful place to start Tokyo Bills Backers. Yes, and the owner is very friendly and cooperative. So we started Tokyo Bills Backers together.
Keita Nakagawa on Facebook, guys. Also, he has the Tokyo Bills Backers Bar page on Facebook. Give it a like and a follow. And Keita, real fast too. So you guys are hoping maybe some other places, maybe not necessarily Japan or Tokyo, but maybe some other places join the team?
This is just a beginning, yes, and I hope we have more Bills Backers Bar in Tokyo or other area if this project gets successful. And I hope not only Bills Backers Bar but also other teams Backers Bar will be opened in Japan. So it helps increasing NFL fans in Japan so much. Yes, we need. I love Buffalo Bills, but for football, for entire football, we need other teams' fans, of course. It will be very wonderful for whole football world and whole NFL. I'm sure.
Now, on another question to go hand in hand, you guys have this Bills Backers Bar. On game days, do you guys serve chicken wings or like buffalo beer per se?
Wonderful question. Yes. At first, the bar didn't have a chicken wing menu, but we have been starting serving chicken wings. And Dino, the co-founder, is a wonderful chef of chicken wings too.
Yes.
So here, Dino showed the chef how to make delicious chicken wing. And on the game day, chicken wings has been served, one of the special service.
I love that. You guys are serving chicken wings there. It's authentic. Just, Keita, do me one favor. Make sure they're always coming out extra crispy for people, because us here in Buffalo, they got to be very crispy. You know what I mean? Of course, join here with me, the sauce god here in the sit down is my good friend now, Bill Samurai, Keita Nakagawa from Tokyo, Japan, and an incredible story he's had. The entire experience that you've had thus far, it's great. But I have to ask you this now: how do you manage the time differences? When watching live games?
Oh, very good question. Yes, as you know, daytime and nighttime are almost opposite due to the time difference. So, day game starts 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. here Tokyo.
Wow.
And, yes, and night game starts 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. So night game completely overlaps with our working hours. So for me, day game is the best because it starts at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. But I can enjoy whole live game before going to my office. On the day game, I go to bed earlier than usual and wake up before the kickoff time and having coffee, to stay awake. Yeah, and
I love that.
Yeah,
Bills football and some coffee, and that's how you're starting your day off for going to the office at Keita. That's excellent. And that is amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name's, like I said, Anthony Bamasudo. I'm from Western New York. This is
Yeah.
home, and I've been covering the Bills for some time now, and I've been a Bills fan for a very, very long time, and I've stayed true to this team. And every year, I'm very positive. But some of my favorite Bills players of all time: Lee Evans, Tre'Davious White, even though he is now with the LA Rams,
Yeah.
of course, Josh Allen. So I got to ask you, who is your favorite players of all time for the Buffalo Bills, and why exactly are they your favorite?
I have many favorite players actually, but if I choose one by one from past players and present players, I choose Don Bibi from past players and Khalil Shakir from present players. Have you ever seen our third Super Bowl versus Dallas Cowboys?
Against the Dallas Cowboys? Oh, I think I know what you're going
Yeah.
to talk about. Tell me about it.
uh, it was a really heartbreaking loss, and one of the best favorite play was Don Bibi prevented fumble recover touchdown. Don Bibi chased Leon Reds with full speed and flipped the ball.
And he did not give up on that play.
The play showed us never giving up spirits of Buffalo Bills.
So tell me, who is a current favorite player for the Buffalo Bills?
Khalil Shakir. His run after catch skill, agility skill is really amazing.
And Khalil Shakir is one of my favorite current Buffalo Bills players. I've said great things about him since we drafted him, and I love that that was your answer. I played wide receiver, not like Khalil Shakir, but so, just toot my own horn. Of course, it's the Sauce God here sitting down with Keita Nakagawa, aka Bill Samurai. We're having a great time here. Ladies and gentlemen, hit us with a like and share and join us here in the comments. You can follow him on Facebook as well as the Bills Backers Bar, Tokyo Bills Backers Bar page on Facebook. We're honored to have you on here on the show, but I got to ask you, what are your thoughts on the team this season?
Of course, I'm sure our team will win Super Bowl. Yeah, and especially personally, I think our both offense and defense very solid. Yes, and especially our offense coordinator use various type of players. Yes, and Josh Allen have many targets. Yes, and our offense has been well balanced. We have been using both run play and passing play. It will be very hard to stop our offense.
You're right on the money. The Bills are very efficient this year. It's very, everybody does their job. In fact, I put on Facebook, and it's a quote that I took from Louis Reddick as he was commentating for the Monday Night Football game against the Jaguars, which we all know was a great game. He said, the Bills play assignment football. And I think that's a great thing. So it's great that you know the game so well, and you can obviously see, hey, what's really going on with this team. You're a true fan, and I love that about you. I got to say this, though. Two of my favorite baseball players of all time, and you talked about how popular baseball is in Japan. Well, both of these guys actually happen to be Japanese. Hideki Matsui, winning a World Series for my Yankees in 2009 and winning the World Series MVP, and best arm from right field by far, Ichiro Suzuki. Absolutely love those two guys. But I got to ask you, you got to do the tailgating experience. If you're not a fan of the Bills, you can enjoy tailgating. It really is an experience. But what does the atmosphere at a Bills game compared to, in the whole tailgating experience, compared to sports events that are taking place in Japan?
Tailgating is very rare in Japan. One of the biggest reasons is parking lot space are very limited and so small around the stadium in general in Japan. So most of audience come to the stadium with by public transportation, train, buses. So most audience don't use a car to going to the stadium. We Japanese fans enjoy having a beer together at Japanese style bar instead of tailgating. So the tailgating is one of the very fresh, very exciting experience for me, actually. Yes, and I once last October, I had a chance to spray ketchup to our legendary Superfan.
Oh, on Pinto Ron?
Yes, Pinto Ron. Yeah.
Keita, you want to know something funny? Is I actually just yesterday while at work, just met Ron, who's his Pinto, the guy you sprayed the ketchup and mustard on. That's his buddy. That's just funny that I just met him yesterday, and you're saying that. Pinto Ron, that's part of the experience. I got to ask you this too before we move on a little bit. Did you see anybody break a table?
Yes. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to smashing table, but fortunately, I could see the scenery of breaking table. Yes. Yes, and when I sprayed ketchup to Pinto, it was like a dream. And I honestly confess, before spraying ketchup to him, I had a hesitation a little because in front of me there's a Pinto Ron, my biggest hero Superfan. Oh, Pinto Ron is in front of me.
I love that. Kenny's awesome, man. Yeah. Pinto Ron. And so that's awesome that you got to see the whole experience. But you know, when it comes down to being a Bills fan, I have some really great memories that makes me always love being a fan. I got to ask you, what are your favorite memories or games that you have watched of the Buffalo Bills?
One question. One of my best favorite game is the comeback versus Houston Oilers in 1992 season. Yeah, the season when we made it to our third Super Bowl. The game which we overcome the biggest 32 points in NFL history.
35-3 it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, yes. That's right. So I watched the game by video, and the game has been encouraging me to having never give up spirit always. During the game, in the game video, I noticed Bills Elvis, having his guitar.
Another Bills super fan, Bills Elvis. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, and at the time, our Jim Carrey has got injured, and Frank Reich, backup quarterback, was a starter, and the Bills Elvis had a guitar, Red, Reich, and Roll. Yeah. Frank Reich's name, Red, Reich, and Roll, and the scenery was also very impressive for me. Yes.
Excellent. So obviously your game coming to Buffalo, I'm sure, was an incredible experience too. But overall, I love that you have these kinds of memories and that you've been able to experience the true beautiful forms that Bills Mafia comes in the great things that come in that coincide with being a fan of this team. So other than the Bills game, what were your favorite things that you actually were able to do or that you saw when you came here on your journey to Buffalo?
This time, I had a chance to have a seat just next to Bills Elvis. As you know, preseason game tickets are much cheaper than a season game. So, thanks to the reasonable price, I could buy a ticket just next to Bills Elvis. It was very a big honor for me. And when I saw the Bills Elvis in the comeback game in video, I had a dream. Someday, I want to root for our team in the stadium with Bills Elvis. The dream came true. We danced together with a shout song. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey.
And Bills Elvis danced with the guitar, and I danced together with him. And Bills Elvis kindly gave the guitar for me with his autograph. I appreciate him so much. Yes.
And Keita, I love that. So you got to see Niagara Falls when you came here too, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. It's an incredible thing. You would never know that such a beautiful thing could be so close to a city like Buffalo, New York, but Western New York really has a lot of beautiful things about it. Of course, join here with me in the sit down. It's been an honor and a privilege, Keita, and I loved having you on here, dude. It really is incredible to see what you're doing to put the Bills Mafia on the map of Japan, but also how you've come over here and experienced the true things of Buffalo, New York. And I know myself, my friends, and the true people of Western New York, Bills Mafia, love that. And you represent us very well. It's Bill Samurai, of course, right here, Keita Nakagawa, myself, the Sauce God, at Buffalo Sauce God, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already done so, make sure you're like, following, and subscribe with your notifications turned on. Also, check me out via audio podcast and check out BuffaloSauceGod.com. But God bless, go Bills. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Keita Nakagawa on Facebook and check him out with the Tokyo Bills Backers Bar page on Facebook. Keita, it's been an honor and a privilege, and I want to say thank you again for joining me here, right here in my podcast, The Sit Down. And I hope to have you back on here. I'd love to have you back on here again. And the next time you come here, I would love to be able to go and sit down and eat chicken wings with you. And if I'm able to, I'd like to go to a game with you as well. And Keita, anything else you want to say to the people out there watching?
I want to have a special message to Bills Mafia. Yeah, Bills Mafia, thank you always. Yeah, I love you. I love you, Bills Mafia, and love Buffalo City, and I love Buffalo Bills so much, whole my life. Yes, and I think there will be a lot of ups and downs during the long season, but we Bills Mafia and Buffalo Bills has the greatest never giving up spirit. Yes, and our team can do. Our Bills Mafia can do, and our team will get Super Bowl champion finally. Yes.
I love it. God bless it. Hey, Keita, getting the people fired up. He says, never give up. He's saying, stay strong and positive, ladies and gentlemen, because he knows a thing or two about what it takes to win. And we want a Super Bowl. That's what we all want. And we want Keita to come back for the Super Bowl experience in Buffalo and hopefully a Super Bowl parade. So it's been great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sauce God in the sit down with Keita Nakagawa, aka Bill Samurai. And tune in with us next time right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and also available via audio podcast, wherever you may get your podcasts from. Make sure you check out the website, BuffaloSauceGuy.com. This show has been sponsored and brought to you in part by Duff's Famous Wings, Big Tree Inn, Louie's Bar in Attica, and the Zubaz 716 Sports Card and Memorabilia Store, and that is in Depew, New York. And it's myself, the Sauce God, and Bill Samurai right here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Go Bills.
Thank you so much.